just ticked up from 29 to 30 degrees this morning. It's cold. It's hot weather. Oh, there's a few clouds coming in off the ocean already. Did they say it might snow in eastern Massachusetts today? It might. It might snow a little bit on Cape Cod. This is colder air coming across relatively warm water. And we have some ocean effect clouds. And the radar this morning, early this morning, just past 7, says there is a cloud producing a little precipitation near Truro. And it's warm enough. P-Town was one of the only spots this morning that didn't get down to freezing. Warm enough that those could be a couple of raindrops or snowflakes on Cape Cod. All right, so we had our first freeze this morning. No, yesterday morning, but it was windy. Still kind of windy. And now we have a frost this morning. So this is going in the books for me as the first frost. There it is. Drained the hose just in time. The leaves have some frost, and you can see Art's bark mulch. Some frost. Pilot Pete in Lancaster says, yeah, it was heavy frost. Crunchy this morning with a low temperature in the teens. So yes, the coldest morning so far this season. And Jot Ross in Ashland, Massachusetts, has been counting the number of times the temperature has gone below 20 degrees in 2023. He says today was the 10th time. Is that right? And the last time it was February. So, yep, coldest morning inland since February for Jot. And last night, boy, was there a show. Who had forecast a geomagnetic storm? New England Outdoor Center, CAM. Thank you, Jacqueline, for capturing that last night. And also, Tony Rodriguez in Western Massachusetts in Goshen. Look at the reflection off Lower Highland Lake, Goshen, last night with a meteor going through the aurora. Fascinating. So even quiet, seemingly quiet weather is not really that quiet. First frost, first freeze. First this, that, and there are snowflakes coming out of these clouds. They're a bit fibrous, so it's actually trying to snow out of that cloud a little bit this morning. You want to see a magic snow cloud with a clear sky? Jay Peak Resort this morning. HKD, Herman Crest Dupree, snow guns are blasting, and the vapor from the snow guns actually formed a cloud over stateside at Jay Peak this morning, where opening day is probably a little more than a week away. Just talk about perfect snowmaking weather. It's a high barometer, still air mass inland, little breeze still going here. Oh, we've got some action out there. Looks like a cruise ship maybe coming in or out. Look at the optical illusion of, it looks like the boat is floating. And that's an optical illusion because light doesn't go in a straight line. It curves. It bends due to the differential heating of the ocean compared to the air. So you get these illusions, optical illusions. Anyhow, there is going to be a real snow cloud coming at us tonight. Okay, let's go to the map here. There's a warm front off to our west. Once you're this cold, it has to get warmer, right? And that warm front's going to generate some heavier clouds and a period of snow in Vermont late tonight. And that's going to kind of fall toward the southeast. May actually be snowing close to my house tomorrow morning. It's almost like a little weak clipper. It's actually part of that huge record snowstorm from Alaska last week that broke off and is racing across Canada, moving toward the southeast, an unusual direction because of the North Atlantic block that's in place. Good sign for winter. And that will leave a little coating of snow. Here's the high-resolution rapid refresh. That's what we just saw in the timing. Snowfall. And it looks like a couple of inches near Killington. Freshies tomorrow morning. Sugar Bush. A lot more ski areas should be coming online. Sunday River starts skiing tomorrow morning. It may actually be snowing a little bit at Sunday River. Jordan is opening first this season at Sunday River. A little mix it up a little bit there. That's nice. So another high pressure system is going to come at us after this system tonight, and that's going to bring in more cold air for tomorrow night. And first thing Wednesday, still be freezing around here first thing Wednesday. And then the plot thickens. We've been talking about that storm over the Gulf of Mexico, kind of a front that's stalled with several waves of low pressure. That storm's going to start moving to the north. At the same time, a new cold front's going to be coming at us from the west, but we're going to be in the warm sector here, warm relatively speaking, on Friday and Saturday. So when that system comes up, that low going to our west wants to generate air coming in from the southwest, and the low offshore wants to generate air coming from the northeast, and they'll kind of negate each other. So I don't think it's a big wind storm, but it could be a pretty good rain maker for the most part. And as for that low barometer, yesterday the euro always overdoes these things. Yesterday the euro had a 977 low going east to Cape Cod. Now it's in the 990s, maybe 980s, and it's a little further to the east. So that's going to be a phasing storm, but too far to the east and north, so it's not going to be a huge storm. And it's mostly wet, may end as some snow in the mountains, and then new cold air comes in this weekend, so it will be wintry cold and windy. And then what about next week? All right, let's go back to the big blunder that the Euro made on the West Coast snow. Last Tuesday, we had shown an 80-inch snowfall accumulation forecast for California this week. And by the end of the week, it was clear that that was backing off. And now it's going for about 5 inches of snow in California. The low pressure system that's broken apart from Alaska, part of it's staying way offshore. So there it is in the big picture. See it spinning west of California, just sitting there and spinning and spinning. Meanwhile, other systems are coming into the north, up in British Columbia. Tons of snow. Want to see a shot from Fernie in southeastern British Columbia from Saturday? Dustin. That's Dustin. Josh's friend. Thank you for that video. So the snow, always snow somewhere, isn't there? Anyhow, that low, go back to the maps, that low is going to come into the southwestern United States next week. At the same time, we'll be cold here in New England, but on the backside of our cold high early next week, it's going to start to warm up again. And that system that was supposed to bring all that snow to California is going to end up going into Ontario middle of next week. Now we're talking the day before Thanksgiving, but look at the tail, or the sort of stinger, almost like a scorpion, down the east coast. So it's going to be quite an east coast all the way into Canada system middle of next week, right toward Thanksgiving. That's going to be a high-stakes system with a lot of rain and perhaps elevation snow. If the Euro gets next week right this week, it didn't do it last week. So always something to watch, but we actually, after today and tomorrow, we actually do have a fairly quiet weather week as the cold in Canada has lifted and the storm track in the Pacific is broken up. And so maybe one of the quietest weeks we've had in a long time. Really pretty looking at this sky. Yesterday, did some chasing on Cape Cod. Did they say it was going to be a cloudy, cold day on Cape Cod? No, I don't think so, but we overlooked the fact that those clouds were coming in off the ocean. So it was a gray day, it was chilly, and we chased to Nantucket Sound, had a nice beach combing with Jay and Janet and T-Rex. Saw some fun shells, and then we chased sunset after a nice lunch on Lewis Bay. Thank you guys. Sunset there in West Yarmouth did not disappoint. And then actually the windshield wipers had to go on for 2 seconds when we were leaving Cape Cod. Little tiny bit of drizzle. Not snow, it was drizzle. Anyhow, my fingers are frozen right now. Where's T-Rex? How's he doing? He's probably ready to go in. All right, we'll leave you with that and more. Talk to you tomorrow morning. Maybe it'll be snowing here. What do you think, T-Rex? Let's go inside. Steve, where have you been? Why did you not report for duty this morning? What? What's going on? How'd this door get open? Where is it? Pretty impressive. This is in Frankfurt, Germany. Maybe there is hope for humanity. I don't know. Good day for raking, I guess, but I thought they said something about blue sky. Wow, look at the pile of leaves over there. See that one? Yeah. Some serious worm chow. Plenty more to go, too. Looks like the sky is not done yet.
That one's still green.
That one's still green. Is it a white oak or a green oak? I think that's a white oak, technically. I'm not sure. And we get some pine needles, too.
This one's empty, that one's full.
Yeah, actually, that looks like the white oak bark.
I don't know my trees well enough.
Yeah. And then, We'll see if it turns red. Obviously, there's some red up there. That looks like a red oak up there. Anyhow, these are called ocean effect clouds because of the cold air coming across Cape Cod Bay. And I think it's sunny in Hyannis. Kind of day it is.
That would be, I'm sure the neighbors would all love it if they could use it.
The dunes of Cape
Is that like
Cod.
for an,
Nantucket Sound. Did they say it was going to be cloudy? Oh, did I already say that? Oh, there's the ferry. So we're in Yarmouth, in case you haven't guessed. Off season, plenty of room. Look at all the fossils here. It's horseshoe crab graveyard. I guess they don't know navigation that well, as I may have said, but I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Just dozens of horseshoe crabs here. That's where the snails accumulate through this little groin. And looks like a tiny bit of eelgrass, maybe. Need more eelgrass. T-Rex, this way. Come on. Stay off the dunes. What do you smell? Horseshoe crab heaven? Watch out. Come on, let's go. Tons of horseshoe crabs. Keep going. I won't tell. So, quahogs, yes. I would love to see a scallop. So there's evidence that there are scallops around here. It used to be teeming with scallops, and that's our goal, to bring scallops back to Dennis and Yarmouth. So I'm totally in favor of this kind of soft armament, where you just put the snow fence in there and the sand kind of accumulates and sustains the dune. Take that all day. T-Rex is having a ball. Rex, nope. Can't go up there. Good boy.
By it, a guy jumps up and starts squirting them with water cannons.
So that's Lewis Bay, and there's the Oyster Grants, and there's the high rent district of West Yarmouth right there underneath that really foreboding cloud, which nobody had forecast, but was totally logical when you think about it. Very cold air coming in from the north.
exactly the way you have it.
Not sure what's going on there, but if I had one of those, I'd be doing that too.
No, I think you might be doing some type of training.
Reflections. The sun is trying to come out on Cape Cod right as it goes down. Chilly Sunday. Very gray too. Enjoyable. This is where I was born, right over there. A little clue. There are the ducks. Can you smell them? Can you smell those ducks? It actually looks like they've been cleaned.
Veterans Park.
Jack Kennedy.
Yeah. They all got married at the church up here, you know that. I know you know that.
The fish is pointed toward the north, so we continue day 3 of cold air advection. And when the cold air advects over Cape Cod Bay, it produces these clouds. The eastern extent of the cloud, I believe, made it to about Falmouth or so. So we really never got the sun until now here in the mid-Cape. But there you can see the clearing line. So another very cold start, no doubt, this morning. Back to the Weymouth hood now, after a day in the TK childhood hood. Well, actually, I'm an old man now, and it's still my hood. Gorgeous. Gorgeous day. Finger freezing cold, though, right now.
I'm supposed to be back here. I was like, yeah, I know, but I'm just showing my friends.
But this road is just beautiful.
It is.
Yeah, it's really pretty back
And when you
there.
get up here, when the marsh is on the right, and when the sun's hitting it, this time of year, all the marsh grass is like gold.
Yeah,
It's like,
it's so beautiful. It's a
Oh my
special.
God.
5:30, actually a little bit of precipitation on the windshield. Hydrometeors. Didn't like cold enough for snow aloft, but I think it's actually rain. tiny bit of rain on Cape Cod. Goes in the books.